You know what's not a bummer, though? The guy that just walked in, he's sitting to my right. So happy to see you again, my friend. The great Jay Mohr is on the program. Turn him off.
Hollywood celebrities, always known for being remarkably on time and early to things.
How about the big game?
The big game.
How about the big game, guys? Huh? How about the big game?
You're no stranger to this. You've done this job before. You know what we're doing here, Jay.
Oh yeah, you were great. You were great at this job, by the way.
Yeah, you were.
I just didn't have the stamina. I learned that radio is for radio guys.
It is.
I lasted 3 years, and I went, I can't talk about the Cowboys anymore.
Were you? You were like midday, right?
No, I was 9 to noon.
9 to noon.
And then they moved me to noon to 3, and then took me off the air in LA. I was like, what am I doing here? This is crazy.
It's kind of hard because you do stand up, you get up there and you talk for 30 minutes, maybe even 45, maybe even an hour.
Oh, he does a seat.
You do an
longer
hour
set than that.
Man. But doing an hour and a half.
Wow. You can't.
No, I do about.
But then you come in and you got 3 hours and you got to do all the reads and you got to do everything else. You got to make sure you stay on topic.
That was the easy part. The part for me that I hated was the interviews because I didn't care about 80% of the people I interviewed.
I can relate.
This guy
very much.
Coming up, NASCAR driver, who gives them? Hey, so when you drove the car fast, what's that like?
How's that cool?
Yeah, you ever fart in the car? They don't like.
They don't like
you
it.
two are soulmates. See, I'm
They
the
really
guy.
are.
I love the interviews. I love talking to people.
That's Woodsy the Owl.
I'll suggest an interview. He'll go, no,
just
no.
I'd love to see the ratings book during interviews. Like it's just that plummet.
It really depends on who it is.
We were just in the car listening to radio, and then there was an interview. We just went, no,
out.
Put on the Beatles channel.
Yeah, there you go.
We're interviewing Jay Mohr right now.
Yes,
on the
we like
program
interviews.
this morning.
Ratings
Plummeting as we speak.
No way. No, I didn't mean in studio comics.
Okay.
Come on,
those interviews are okay.
What about the big game?
The big game. Well, we were talking Padres baseball. You're still a baseball fan?
Yeah, but I had to ride the basketball thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I had to see how my Lakers were going to do.
So this is an interesting.
What about the Lakers, homie?
This is an interesting question.
¿Qué pasó?
He is Lakers royalty. My co-host Ben. Did you know this?
By birth. No.
By birth. His grandfather was the team doctor of the Showtime Lakers. So
who was he?
Dr. Curlin.
Oh yeah.
So when
Curlin Joe,
baby, that's in my shoulder.
So when he would, Christmas morning, knock on the door, Ben, go get the door, Ben, and it's Kareem, right?
Yeah,
Kareem standing
in dolphin shorts
on Christmas morning.
Kareem
very intimidating fellow, by the way.
Bro, I did.
Scowling.
I'm on the second season of Winning Time. I play Kareem's agent.
It's so good.
And the kid that
show.
plays Kareem, Solomon Hughes, looks just like him. He's wearing like that weird wig with the bald spot. And he's 6'10", but they put the Herman Munster boots on him. So he's like 7'1". And at one point he has like a tantrum. He goes, "What are you going to tell me about?" I was so intimidated, I forgot my line.
Which player's son actually plays him? Is it Norm Nixon's son? Which one? There's one of the kids is actually the kids of one of the Showtime Laker guys.
Smush Parker.
But it's
I brought you a special water, a fancy
it's a big
water.
one though.
All right.
I'll take it with me, maybe.
I thought you're Hollywood. I went Fiji. I got the expensive stuff.
I'm from New Jersey. Dude.
That's fair. I should have gotten you the
Hollywood,
the bottled water.
I'm a tap water guy.
So first of all, water. First of all, it's great to see you again. It's been too long. We are at a new station now.
I'm looking at my new hair on the monitor. I'm pretty impressed. New hair, new teeth.
Dude, the last time we saw you, it was awesome. It was great to see you again. But your life has changed dramatically since you were here. It's got to be 3 or 4 years ago. First of all,
hot mess.
Clean and sober now.
Yeah, I was pretty high last time.
I think so.
I looked at our old text thread. It's just me like throwing thousands of YouTube videos at you.
Me, the Stones.
Like, check this out. Now watch this. Now watch this.
Yeah, but
I'm not high. I'm not on speed.
At like 3 a.m. too.
Yo, check this out. Read the comments.
I would get it driving to work, and I'm like,
"Oh,
Joe Jay's still up. He must be on the East Coast."
Bro, I was coaching wrestling on speed. I was so skinny, my nipples were longer. I had those tater tots, man. I couldn't go through West Hollywood without bumpers and a mouthpiece.
Well, this is not meant to sound condescending, but I'm very proud of you and happy for you.
Why would that be condescending?
I don't know. It sounds condescending.
How are you raised that a compliment is condescending? I don't want it to sound like an insult, but I'm proud of you.
It's awesome, though. It's awesome to see.
Best.
It's awesome to see.
I love it.
And
if I could just, why are you sitting on that ball? It's pretty
funny.
Yeah.
Well,
he's got a ball actually in his rectum. That was pretty bizarre. I looked down. I'm like, is he giving?
He actually pulled it out.
I was squeezing it, and then I just tucked it right
That's
here.
what I do.
I do the tuck. Yeah.
I tuck things a lot. When I was on speed, I used to tuck it all the time.
You have no choice.
I've got a secret. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Jay Mohr is in studio with us, if you couldn't tell, this morning here on Ben and Woods. But no, it's amazing. How long now?
2 years. I got an app.
You got it. Okay, good.
I'm gonna guess.
I think you're gonna break out your coin.
I'm gonna guess 825 days.
That's pretty incredible.
826.
Because it was pretty dire for a
I
while.
had an intervention, dude.
It's an occupational hazard, though, for what you do, right?
A
little bit.
I was born this way. It's like it was a full-time job. That's all I thought about, doing that pill math all the time. I love that Adderall, man. Woof. I was a life coach. I was so high, I was a life coach. I was good at it.
Coaching people's lives.
Oh, yeah. I was like, this is what you got to do.
While your life is out of control.
Oh, it was the best. I was at my own intervention. That's like the worst surprise party ever.
It's got to be.
You walk in, everybody you love is in one room. You're like, hey, oh, no.
They're like, no.
Aunt Rose, how could you?
Aunt Rose.
Wait, it's not my birth.
Oh no. This is what this is. No, it's such a, I mean, look, anytime anybody can get through that and just get out of that.
I was out of options. If I had any other options, I probably would have taken them. You got to tell a drug addict a lie to get us to our intervention.
Yeah. What was the lie they told you?
I was told that
the Stones are here.
Close. At 8 for my podcast at the time. I was told at 8:00 the next morning I was going to interview Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh my God.
No way.
That'll get you in the door.
So I stayed up all night coming up with like Wu-Tang Clan interviews. And then I walked in. I thought, think about how high you got to be. I thought Wu-Tang Clan was coming to my house at 8:00 in the morning. I don't know if you listen to Wu-Tang Clan, but they're not morning people.
No.
I don't think RZA's coming from an operations seminar at 6 a.m. on Zoom. Like, yo, I got to get to that podcast, son. But my buddy, Skylar Stone, a comedian, he was actually emailing me as RZA. And he did a good job. He came up with like a fake email address, like Shaolin Sun 310.
Oh my God.
And I wish I could I've asked him for those emails. He's like, yo, Thursday, boing,
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Jay, you remember top of the hour hard outs in radio? We got one here.
Just got a text from a friend. It says, can you please extend a heartfelt thank you to Jay Mohr for me? That man's podcast from 2012 to 2015 single-handedly saved me from a deep depression following my then-wife's affair and following divorce. Seriously life-changing. That's from our pal Alex. So thank you.
Where did they find out I was the guy fooling around with his wife? Sorry, Alex.
Sorry about it,
Alex. But you know why. Alex, my man, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
It's good. It's good to have Jay Mohr back in studio.
Hey, come down to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, Comedy Store. We want to get these. How many shows are you doing a night? What are we doing here?
2 tonight, 2 tomorrow, 1 Sunday.
Okay, 2 tonight. Comedy Store La Jolla. One of the most fun,
love it.
Beautiful rooms.
I love it.
I made my stand-up debut.
Yeah,
there.
He went on that stage. He
And
was
I almost
nervous.
soiled myself.
This guy doesn't get that nervous. He was more nervous than I've ever seen him.
Shaking. I've done everything.
Soiled.
I did. I almost soiled my pants.
You don't hear soiled enough.
It was so scary. It's so scary.
How about when you walk through a hospital and there's that like one big like bin that just says soiled linens. Like, somebody's job is to collect all those bacon strips and throw them into one bin.
Those were my linens. After doing stand-up at the Comedy Store with Mike Venn, who's over there as well.
What are you nervous about? Weren't you prepared?
Yeah, I was prepared. But I had to remember what I had prepared.
Yeah, it is like hyperspace.
And you get up there and everything just shuts down.
It's like studying for a test.
Kind
sort
of,
like in school, you got to cram and look at your notes.
Yeah, I brought my notes up there.
You still doing it anymore?
No, with the kids and stuff. Yeah, there's just no way. It's not. You can't do mornings and do stand-up. They don't do stand-up comedy at 6 a.m.
What am I doing here then?
Yeah, but you're down to work right now. You're having fun.
This is work.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather be watching To Catch a Smuggler. Actually, that's not true. I'm having a good time.
Well, it's good to have you in again, man. And yeah, go out and see Jay Mohr. Tickets online, Mikey? Yeah, tickets online. Comedy Store.
I just want to get. How do I get my name?
ComedyStoreLaJolla.com.
How do I get my name on the side of the building? What the hell?
We got to get somebody to paint it on it.
You go to Michael's, you buy the letters, and you bring them yourself.
Puff paint,
stencil,
puff paint. I mean, people are tweeting in. They're texting right now. And first of all, I wanted to ask you though about your sobriety. When you got sober, was there any panic about getting back on stage? Did you think like I'm more funny because I'm effed up all the time?
No, I was. The panic was like, how am I going to live without drugs?
Yeah.
And that's weird. I was at the turning point. Like, how am I going to live? I remember being in detox and like crying like a baby. I thought I was like a high bottom drunk, you know? I was like, well, I got a job, I got a car, I got a life. And then I remember when you're in rehab, they give you like these big water bottles with like the name of the rehab on them so they could spot you guys all like out on the beach if you wander. And I remember they changed when you're standing in line for meds. That's like, oh, this is what my life's come to. But I remember once I was having a tantrum in rehab and I was crying. I went back to my room and I was crying and I had that big water bottle. I'm laying on my back in my little twin bed. Well, it's not fair. And I'm sucking on that water bottle and I had a shaved head. And I looked over to my right and in the closet mirror, I could see myself. I looked just like a fat baby, just sucking on a bottle. And I was like, you know what? This is a low bottom. I'm lower than I thought. I was just sitting there like, well, it's not fair. It's not fair. I didn't get my ice cream sandwich. Drug addicts will complain about anything. We had a chef at rehab, and this guy made us breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we still mother effed him to his face. Like, I don't think when this guy graduated like culinary school, he's like, "Could I cook? Maybe I'd cook for meth head."
A bunch of heroin junkies.
Yeah, I don't need a nice restaurant.
How many Michelin stars?
Yeah.
3 Michelins. Yeah. And I remember once he made quiche for us. And I was in there with all gangbangers. It was like a men's Christian rehab. It was just all vatos and me. And this one gangbanger took a bite of quiche and threw it in the trash in front of him and goes, "This is more like a frittata, man. This is more like a frittata." It's like, wow.
Talk about a low bottom for that chef.
A month ago, you were wiping your ass behind Burger King with your socks. Now you're an Iron Chef. Do the guys that jumped you into the gang know you have such a sensitive palate?
Yeah. Pastry crust is a tough thing to get right, Jay.
This is more like a frittata. I remember we'd have phone privileges for like 20 minutes on Thursday nights, and all the guys, the Mexican guys would like run through their cell phones and just start yelling in Spanish, but to be one English word in it, and it confuses you. You ever hear like, LensCrafters. You're like, wow, that guy needs some new frames.
Desperately.
John Wayne Airport.
Desperately.
Ben, I can't even say Ben and Woods. 2 hours of sleep.
I saw Jay for the first time. It's been so long, but it was back in Dallas, Texas when I lived there. And
that's where we met.
Yeah, in Dallas. And I told the story. I tell the story all the time, and I still do the impression, your time on the movie Suicide Kings. And if you haven't seen that movie yet, you're missing out on just a banger of a film with a great cast.
A banger.
But on that cast was Christopher Walken.
A banger, as the kids would say. What's up with your Padres? It's crazy. Starting pitching, you need that bridge to the bullpen. Close out the show. Don't get me started on Manny Machado. That's all I got.
It's well enough.
Clearly, you've run into Christopher Walken at some point.
Oh yeah, he worked with him on that movie.
Yeah. But what was his reaction to your
reaction?
He thought I was making fun of him. It got really uncomfortable. He goes, "Whoa, you got to stop it, making fun of me walking around." He had this one speech that I was obsessed with. He goes, "It's lucky for you. I know who I know, and I do what I do. Otherwise, your princess would be chopped minced meat by now." And I was just walking around and do what I do. And he goes, "Whoa, you got to stop it." When he gives you the whisper, it's scary. Like, "Jay, you got to stop it."
Oh, my God.
In his ass.
All day.
The Chargers, they're not here anymore because they couldn't stand playing in Qualcomm. They rented. The whole thing about being an adult, the girls want to know, do you own a rent? And they rented, by God.
It's incredible. It gets me every time. Yeah, the line that you told you had a dog. And
yeah. That's a true story. The first day on Suicide Kings, I walked up to him to say hi, and he goes, "I can see you coming." I was like, "Well, yeah."
Walk in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not a Vietnamese sniper working a tree line. He goes, "And I see your dog too." I go, "Her name is Shirley." He goes, "Who cares?" I noticed that your dog doesn't have a tail. That's crazy. What happened to your dog's tail? Where did it go? I'm just standing there thinking, where the hell is my dog's tail? And the dog's looking at me like, yeah. When I get happy, I got to wiggle my whole ass. Yeah, it didn't get any easier from there.
We've tried. We've dabbled with our Christopher Walken impressions. It's retired.
It's absolutely
we cannot do it on the
retired.
air ever again.
I can't do it anymore.
Plus, you can do it. You got to be able to return serve. So what is wrong with the Padres? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up.
Well, they spent as much as
dough.
like the Yankees on their team, and they're still under 500 at this point
Yeah.
in the season. So we're pretty disappointed.
Who's the guy you got from the night? Soto.
Soto.
What's going on?
He walks a lot.
Yeah,
Walked 4 times yesterday. I mean, he's on base.
It's the golden sombrero base on balls.
Are you a Met guy or a Yankee guy? I always forget.
I don't really care.
You don't care anymore?
He's a Laker guy.
Norm
now.
McDonald. Yeah, people ask me all the time. Yeah, they're like, "Hey, are you a Yankees guy or a Mets guy?" And I tell them right to their face, I don't care. Yeah, I don't know. How about the big game? I liked the Yankees growing up, and then when they tore down Yankee Stadium, I was like, that just can't happen. I'm out. And then I was in LA, and then Don Mattingly and Joe Torre came west. So I was like, all right, I'm into the Dodgers. But now I like the Mets unis, those pinstripes from like 86. That stuff is nice.
You're all over the place.
Who cares?
Which is good. Yeah, who cares?
I like going on games on the road, seeing the different stadiums.
Yeah.
Seeing which ones are good, which ones, which pack the one in Pittsburgh,
PNC.
Ooh,
Looks incredible.
Nice.
Looks again. They're playing really, really well.
Overlooking the Allegheny River, waiting for Willie Stangel, Big Papa, to come out and hit the ball over the fence.
God, that's so fantastic.
I got to stop her. I can't stop.
That's kind of what we were hoping for. Actually, get him wound up.
When you guys hire Al Pacino as your manager?
Al Pacino is here.
Soto, I need to talk to you about your base on balls. I am not paying you to take 4 and walk. Hit the ball over the fence. You could be a man.
I'm dead. I am.
Where is Ken Cameron? Oops, never mind.
Oh, Jay. Man. How about Colin Quinn? What would he have to say?
Let's not make a big deal out of it. I mean, what are we going to do? There's a dog park in Suffield, Petco Park, give me a couple of milk bones and a cow's ear. Jeez, Soto, he's got a little French bulldog in him. I don't know. That guy looks. I'm trying to edit as I talk.
Yeah, I was just
so
about
hard.
to say, how do you not curse?
I know.
While you're doing this, I know you've done a lot of radio,
I think
so I
what
guess
the
you better.
Padres need, if we're being honest with ourselves, is a few more guys named Kim. Japanese guys always hit off the front foot.
He's actually Korean, Colin.
Well, he ain't white, Maybe he's Haitian. I don't know. You're gonna be an Italian with Down syndrome with the haircut. Who knows? You might want to dump that.
I mean, it's Colin Quinn said it. You
Well,
didn't
what are you gonna do, guys? We are the free swinging friars, I did the first radio that ever asked me to do Colin Quinn. I'm so happy.
Really? Oh, I love it.
Love Colin.
I do too. It's absolutely hysterical. You've
Goes,
done.
God bless Australia. Those alcoholics always have our backs. Got a ball bag hanging out of denim shorts. Oh, Australia.
Everyone who watched Saturday Night Live in the 90s is really enjoying this segment.
Oh, it's so
I like
good.
when he did Lenny the Lion on a Weekend Update. It's just some lion.
Just a lion.
I'm sitting there with blood in my mouth. I see my shadow. I'm like, this is how people see me. This is this is how people see me. A killer.
Jay Mohr, if you couldn't tell, is with us right now.
Comedy Store La Jolla.
Comedy Store La Jolla.
Let's go. Fill it.
5 shows, 3 nights. Get your tickets at ComedyStoreLaJolla.com. And I've seen Jay do stand-up. He's phenomenal, as you can tell. Just a great dude, man. I've seen so many of your movies and your TV shows. And I said last time we were here, The Groomsman, another massively underappreciated movie with Ed Burns, who is like
favorites.
the most handsome dude I've ever seen. Like, he's such a sharp guy.
He can kiss.
Kenny, I bet. What's he been doing? Is he still
Christy Turlington?
I'd probably put the old typewriter away for a while too.
Oof.
So, yeah, that's his wife. Yeah.
Oh, he's married to her.
I think he's married to her.
Oh, Ed Burns?
Yeah.
No, I thought he was the gay guy.
No.
What are we doing? I'm the dumb guy now.
Oh,
This is the Jersey guy. Ed Burns, the gay guy? Oh, no, he's the straight guy.
straight guy.
Christy Turlington?
Yes. Christy Turlington's.
I grew up in Jersey with guys that put S's on words that don't need it. Hey.
They use guys.
News guys.
Who's that? Soto's? Who's up, Soto's? Soto's is up. He hit a home run? What about your boy Spike Owens? What's he doing?
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Swinging and missing here.
It's all right. It's all right. You're doing great, man.
So you agree?
I do agree.
That I'm swinging and missing.
Yeah. On that part.
Spike Owens reference. Oh, you want me to carry the show?
Yeah, please.
Comedy Store, La Jolla.
La Jolla.
2 shows tonight. What time are the shows, honey bunny?
7 o'clock and 9:30.
7 o'clock and 9:30. You said that like you're in an old movie. 7 o'clock and 9:30. See?
I'm saying quiet because I just asked sports questions.
Yeah, he's the sports robot.
Well, first of all, is the window closed on the Lakers now with the Nuggets ascension in the Western Conference?
We're gonna re-sign Austin Reeves and Rui.
Yeah, well, that's nice. They didn't get it done this year. I mean,
They were together 2 weeks before the playoffs
I was happy
started.
with how it ended, but the Nuggets look pretty good.
You know, build in a little time for chemistry. You know, little training camp.
LeBron sticking around to play with his son in a couple of years.
Where's he gonna go?
That's a good point.
Where's he gonna go?
James Harden coming to the Lakers? Don't want him.
Like hard. This
I think it's just
sports
you
news here.
You just got to make like a whole bunch of moves so you don't wind up with Kyrie. So there's no room for Kyrie.
Right.
It's like let's get Austin Reeves.
Here. Thank you.
Oh my God, that guy's a maniac.
It's awesome seeing you courtside down there with your lady.
You've never seen me.
I have.
What?
Yeah, I saw you. You had some funky outfit on, like a sweatsuit. It was amazing.
Leopard print.
The leopard print. Yeah, I saw it. You were courtside.
I was fat, and I lost 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Thanks, crack. I was fat. I could put my hands in my pockets naked. That's the first. What are you, cousin Brucey?
So you and Jeanie been together a few years, engaged to be married.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
She stuck with you through all this garbage.
Yeah, she was with me. She was at my intervention. I thought she was the person that organized it.
Yeah.
So when I was packing for rehab, I was just staring her down like mean packing.
Yeah.
Like never took my eyes off her.
The mean pack.
So I was just staring at her, like shoving stuff in my backpack. I get to rehab. I got 14 pairs of socks.
Yeah, that's it.
How could you?
She's amazing. I mean, seems amazing.
You have no idea what a wonderful person she is.
Yeah.
She is and hot.
Yeah, very hot.
Yeah. Sometimes we do it.
Good for you. Like that's you got to look in the mirror some days and go, it's pretty good. Things are up.
About me?
Pretty good. Just about life in general.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love my life, dude. This is the best.
Well, I'm happy for you.
I'm in La Jolla. Like I'm at work.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy.
There's no human resources in comedy.
That's true.
Sitting on that ball again. You're trying to hit that prostate with a blunt object. When was the last time you got your prostate checked?
It was actually, I got a colonoscopy this year. That was a lot of fun. It was awful.
You
the night before?
You botched that one. Why don't you tell them how?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cologuard.
This is a good story, actually.
Can I guess? Didn't evacuate properly the night before?
Oh, no.
Actually, maybe worse.
It was worse. They have to do it in the box, you know? That's the new thing.
What?
Yeah, so
they send you a
doctors
box
will give you a
home.
box,
Yeah.
and they send it to you, and you have to go in a box, and then you put this solution over it. You put the thing back on the top, and you send it back to this company. They look
like
through
a shrimp boat?
Yeah, it's like a shrimp boat, basically.
Yeah,
they look through it, and they go, "Ooh, we're seeing some stuff in your poop,
stool,
your
stool, good,
in your
good
stool,
word. Thank you,
in your make,
and they then they will let you know, hey, you need to schedule a colonoscopy." So my dumbass,
how about I just schedule a colonoscopy?
That's what I thought originally, and my doctor said, "No, do this is the easy way. I don't have to go up there." Okay, fine. Well, I got the box, and I did it, and it was mortifying. And my beautiful wife's in the next room, and I have to walk out with my box. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the. No, I did that. I forgot to put the label that rip it off. That goes to the place. I went to the place. I dropped it off. You
mailed crap
to myself. It came back to me 2 days later.
Return to sender.
I got home, and I go, "Why is there a box?" And I go, "That's me. That's mine." So then I ripped it off. I took it back.
I bet like an idiot, he ripped it open. Like, I wonder what it is.
I didn't.
It's a present.
I knew exactly what it was.
I think there's a check in it.
I ripped the top off. I sent it back, and then they called me and they go, "Yeah, it's expired. You got to do this whole thing again." So I had to do it again, and then get a colonoscopy anyway.
Petrified poop.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
You should go back on stage and just tell the story.
It made for a great story. So
you ripped it open like a little kid on Christmas.
Like, what did I get? You should tell him why yours got sent back.
So, like 3 weeks later, my doctor has me do the same thing. I'm not going to make his mistake.
Yeah.
First thing I do is I rip that label off because I want to make sure it gets sent to the testing company. Yeah, I do the whole thing, put it in the box, send it off. It doesn't come back to me, but they call me 3 days later and go, "I'm sorry, sir, we can't test your sample. It was too large,
too big, a bear." This happened to us in the span of like 3 weeks on our show.
It was too large.
Too big. I go, Ben, you have to be more discerning when you do that.
You gotta cut it.
Blows the box up.
You gotta cut it.
You gotta get that butter knife out. Just fillet it while you're way out.
You
You're
think
making strudel.
You think getting an exam is mortifying? Do that or do this. It makes the process 1,000 times worse.
When I got my prostate exam, I was like, "This is the worst." And the doctor goes, "Yeah, this isn't the best part of my day."
No, it's not.
But then he goes, "Now bring your knees up to your chest." I'm like, "You're pushing it." It's like I got to do a cannonball now.
Onto his finger.
Yeah, turn myself. Prostate exam is 90%. Yeah, 10%.
Ooh.
Your whole brain goes, no. But in the back of your mind, you hear, "Get down on it. Get down on it."
Just fantastic.
Play the fart noise again, maybe. I'm a
Fantastic.
child.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, he's got it.
And of course.
Yeah, you know what? That's gonna itch when it dries.
I enjoyed this.
Comedy Store La Jolla, 2 shows tonight.
Oh,
One of you guys, look, I don't care about your job or your kids. Come on, come to the show. Come on, people, rally. Come see your boy Jay Mohr's.
Jay Mohr at the comedy stores.
Jay Mohr's. That's what Tracy Morgan always called me. Yeah, Jay Mohr's. You're my biological father. I'm not gonna mess with you, Jay Mohr's. You legendary. Yeah. I got pregnant at Randy's Donuts. I blow the hole in the macaroni.
Oh, dude. My favorite. My
Look,
absolute
Randy's
favorite.
down the street now. They're expanding.
Yeah, we passed.
yeah.
Yeah, Randy's Donuts got me pregnant. I made love to a donut hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I enjoyed that very
Jay,
much.
thanks so much for coming
Thank you
by.
so
Good luck
much,
with the
man.
show tonight.
And,
It's good to see you again.
Give
Looking
Woodsy,
good.
Give Woodsy a raise. He's the one that hooked this all
Yeah,
up.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Woodsy.
Appreciate it. I was very nervous when you wrote me back. I was very excited, and I'm glad that you're here.
Was,
glad you're alive.
That was amazing. That was amazing.